You've heard of unconditional love, but have you heard of the secret to unconditional happiness and allowing more into your life? More wealth, more success, and more love. More freedom in your life right now. Welcome to the Happy Bar with Israel Savage.
So your friend is going through something, and you give your friend advice. And have you ever had the experience of wanting to actually take notes on the advice that you're giving because it seems so profound and deep, and you can hardly understand it as it comes out of your mouth? And then when your friend asks you, "Oh, what was that thing you said?" "Yeah, I don't know." I don't know. You're supposed to remember these things. I don't know. So I want to introduce an idea to you. Again, you don't have to believe this stuff. We know a belief, though, is just a thought you keep thinking. And I want to invite you, if a certain thought or a certain belief system leads to more success, and you are in control of what you believe and what you don't believe, and there are beliefs that are limiting your success, why not think a different thought, and then think another different thought, and change your beliefs? I'm going to toss out some different thoughts. What if we all, every single one of us, has access to a greater us whenever we want? What if there's something that we could tap into, a greater version of us, a non-physically focused part of us that we can tap into whenever we want? It was you, but not you. You've all had that experience. What if every single one of us, there's a part of us, a greater part of us, that is non-physical, and a part of us that is physical? There's no better or worse. The physical is not better or worse than the non-physical. What if all of you is not focused in this physical? Who said your boundary is here? You travel beyond here. So I was walking on the subway platform years ago, and there was two tracks. And so I'm walking on the platform, and I feel like I stepped through electricity, like on a live wire, right? Like a live wire. And I thought, and this is how we are, right? When we touch wet paint, was it really wet? Let me touch it again. And so I thought, well, whoa, I felt that. Let me walk back again. And whoa, I really felt that time. What is this? I looked for the wire. What is this? I saw on one side of the subway station, 2 tracks away, a man staring at another man 2 tracks away in that staring romantic way. And there was something between them that I walked between. There's scientific research that bears it out. A mother and infant's heartbeat synchronizes when they're in close proximity to each other. And so, what if all of you isn't this? What if you have access to the greater you all the time? I say, what if? What if in this room right now, we all have access to the greater part of us, and we can tap into it at any time? We're tapped into it right now. Every one of us has access to everything we need to be and have whatever we want or need. That's it. We all have a greater us. You're able to tap into the greater me, and I'm able to tap into the greater you. There are no boundaries. We're people without borders. We're spirits without borders. We all have the benefit of all that knowledge in this room. Imagine that, all of that knowledge in this room right now, and all of us can tap into that. That's what we call instinct. That's what we call intuition. It's never a scream, it's a whisper. And so part of this work is, how do we clear out the noise so that we tune in to that whisper, so that we trust that whisper, so we're guided by that whisper? What if your emotions, whether pleasant or unpleasant, are there to guide you? What if when you feel good, you are in alignment, in agreement with this greater you, with the thoughts that your greater you thinks? What if when you're not feeling good or less good, you're not in alignment with the greater you? What if all I need to guide me through my life are my emotions, one step in front of the other. It doesn't mean we're happy all the time. It means we look for the better feeling thought. It means we embrace when we bump up against something that is contrast or unpleasant. Great, my emotional guidance system is working the way that it's supposed to. Sometimes you got to have a pain that gets your attention enough that you do something about it, and some of us have a high threshold for pain. I'm going to say that again. Some of us have a high threshold for pain, and some of us pride ourselves on how much we can grin and bear. Right? We wear it like a badge. Some of us are addicted to unhappiness. And by addicted, I mean that's what's comfortable. That's what we've practiced. Some of us grew up thinking that, like myself, that I gotta force it. I gotta effort it out. I've got to sacrifice. If you just work hard and if it feels awful, then you will deserve the thing you want. You see what the feeling is in that? And guess what's on the other side of that? If you do eke it out and you get that thing you want, an unhappy journey never leads to a happy ending. Right? If you can't find happiness today, then you're no closer to having it 20 years from now or 5 years from now. You got to claim it now. The journey is a predictor of the outcome every time. I'm not saying at all that you want to be happy all the time. That really isn't at all the goal. But you want to notice the things that you don't like to clarify the things that you do like. You notice and then focus on what you do want.
If you liked what you just heard, then take inspired action now. That's right, act while you are feeling good. And build on your momentum. Schedule your free discovery call with me at instudios-nyc.com/happybar.